Hello friends, welcome to Dipta's Pathsala. Today we will discuss the chapter electric current and its effect, and in this chapter you are going to learn about electric circuit, heating effects of electricity, safety devices, magnetic effect of electricity, and also about the electromagnets. Now look at this picture. You all know that we all use the TV, refrigerator, the washing machines, micro ovens, these kind of appliances in our home. Now tell me, how do these appliances work? Yes, they can work by electricity or electric current. Okay, so what is electric current? How can you define it? So electricity can be defined as the rate of flow of charges per unit area per unit time, that is called as the electric current, or you can simply say the flow of charge. Okay, so in a wire, the flow of electric charge is due to the electrons, whereas in an electrolyte, the flow of charge is due to the ions. So what carries these electrical charges? These are nothing but the subatomic particles like electrons and protons. Here you can see in the center of an atom lies the neutron that carries no charge, and the proton which carries the positive charge, and the electron, here these are the electrons, so they carry the negative charge. Okay, so these charges, they behave like the magnetic poles, means the same charges like plus plus or minus minus, they repel each other, but the unlike charges like positive charge and the negative charge, they can attract. Okay, now let's learn about the electric circuit. So what is electric circuit? So when we talk about the electric circuit, that is nothing but the path in which electric current flows from a source across various components. Here you can see this is the diagram of the electric circuit. So when the circuit is closed, means the path is connected, that time the electricity can flow. But when the circuit is open, okay, so that time electricity cannot pass or light will not glow, means switch off condition is the open circuit, but whereas we will talk about the closed circuit, that is the switch on condition. Now you will understand it by this diagram. Here you see this is the switch up condition. When switch will be on, the light will glow. Okay, so now let's learn about the electric components. So the various parts or the elements that are used to make an electric circuit are called as the electric components. So the examples are the cell, battery, and the connecting wires, the bulbs, and the switches. Okay, so what is a battery? A battery is nothing, that is the combination of two or more cells. You can find the battery in remote control of the TVs, or you can see in see them in toys. Okay, so when more cells are connected with each other, that combination is called as the battery. Now here look at the pictures of the electric component. This is the switch, this is the incandescent bulb. Here you can see the cells, and these are the wires. Okay, so electric symbols, so we can utilize the symbols because it will be very easy to draw the circuit diagrams, as it is cumbersome to show the electric components in a circuit diagram. They are denoted or represented by specific symbols. So let's learn about those symbols. Here you can see this is the symbol of a cell. Okay, here the positive terminal is denoted by the long line, and whereas the small line shows the negative terminal. And here you can see this is the symbol of two batteries. Okay, so this is the battery of two cells. Okay, so the long line is the positive terminal and the small line is the negative terminal. Okay, now this is the symbol of the switch off condition, and this is the symbol of switch on condition. Now this long line, it shows the symbol of the wire. Okay, and the electric bulb, the symbol is denoted by a circle, and inside it is a coil, or you can say wire of coils. Okay, so that is the electric bulb, and this is the resistor, and this is the variable resistor symbol. Okay, so now let's learn about the heating effect of the electrical currents. Okay, so water heater, or example, or you can say the geyser, the electric irons, room heaters, these are some of the appliances, these are the devices in which heat is produced. So electricity produces heat. That is the part of the electric energy is converted into heat energy. You all know that electricity is the type of energy and heat is another form of energy. So when electricity passes through a wire, some of the electric energy is converted into heat energy, and that is called as the heating effect of electric current. Okay, so here you can see this is one of the appliances, the cooking heater. This appliance is also based on the heating effect of the electric current. Now let's talk about the heating elements. All appliances which produce heat on passing electricity are based on the principle that we have already discussed about, that the heat is produced when electricity is passed through a wire. Okay, so the wire or the coil of the wire is known as the element, or you can say the heating element. The amount of heat produced in a wire depends on the length, the thickness and the material of the wire. Okay, here what is the meaning of the material of the wire? Here it means whether the material is a good conductor or it is having low conductivity. So good conductors are those which allows electricity to pass through them. Okay, so the amount of heat produced depends on how good or poor the conductor is. Okay, if the conductor will be very good, then there will be less production of heat. But if the conductivity is low, okay, so then more and more heat will be produced, means it is having high resistance. So more heat is produced when the material of the wire is not a good conductor. Hence heating elements are made up of materials which have low conductivity. Those which are having low conductivity, or you can say those which are having high resistance, they are used in the heating elements. So the common materials used for heating element is tungsten. Okay, or you can see another one is the nichrome. So nichrome is the alloy of nickel, iron and chromium. Okay, mostly we use the tungsten in the filament of the incandescent bulbs. Okay, so for this reason the connecting wires, which region means the good conductors produce less heat and the low conductors, poor conductors, they produce more heat. For that reason connecting wires which are made up of material like copper are not very hot to touch. Okay, now look at this picture. This is the incandescent bulb and here you can see this is the filament which is made from the tungsten. Okay, this is having low conductivity, that's why it produces more heat, and that heat again indicates the glow. Okay, it generates the glow. Okay, so now look at these pictures. These are the electric appliances, you all use them in your home. Okay, but have you ever seen in some of these appliances you can notice some star marks pictures like this? Why this star mark picture is there? So when electrical energy is partly converted into heat energy, it leads to wastage of energy in some of the machines in which there is heat is not utilized. Okay, so for example you can see the fridge. Okay, heat is not utilized. Okay, we want the cooling effect, but you can touch the back side of the fridge, you can see heat is produced, but here heat is not utilized. That's why stars on the electrical appliances indicate the efficiency or rating of the appliances. More the number of the star, less is the wastage of electrical energy, means we can save more and more electric energy. Now you recall about the incandescent bulb. I told you the filament is made from the tungsten that is having low conductivity. It produces more heat. Yes, so it uses more electricity. That's why nowadays we are using these kind of electric bulbs, that is the made from the CFL bulbs, or you can say the fluorescent bulbs. Okay, they don't consume more electric energy. But nowadays, so these LED bulbs are having more advantage because they consume less electric energy and they produce less heat. That's why we can save the electricity. Understood? So now this is all about our today's session. So let's have a quick revision. So we learned that it is convenient to represent electric components by symbols. Using these, an electric circuit can be represented by a circuit diagram. So when an electric current flows through a wire, the wire gets heated. It is the heating effect of current, and this effect has many applications. So this is all about our today's session. Hope you enjoyed the video. So if you are having any doubt, please write it in the comment section and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.